In this week's channeled messages from the guides, we talk about gratitude and acceptance. We talk about coming into being yourself and not worrying about what the societal norms are, what everybody else is doing, because you are here to bring your own special gifts into the world. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm a light worker that uses automatic writing to channel messages from my guides, and I share their messages here on the channel. So let's get into this week's reading. Come into a place of gratitude as often as you can. It's hard to feel thankful when you're looking through a lens of needs and desires. Holidays will sometimes bring out greed rather than love. There is a need for physical gifts and what you feel you are owed or how you feel you should be treated. However, there is no picture-perfect family you need to make happen. That's just a marketing scheme used to sell an image or a product. Things are messy. There are factors out of your control, like health, mental illness, finances, personality differences, priorities, preferences, etc. All of these things play into the reality that you see around you. It's always going to vary. Trying to fit into a mold that is unobtainable and doesn't exist doesn't make sense and adds judgment, hatred, and feelings of unworthiness to try to get there. You must look at the source and then look at reality, not television. You must work towards coming from acceptance, not acceptance of what you don't have, but acceptance of what is being shown to you, the patterns and what your body is feeling in the moment. You get to decide what is or isn't working. You get to decide what is toxic and what is worth sticking it out for. You don't need to follow someone else's criteria for how life should look because there is no should. Everyone is on their own path with different priorities, needs, backgrounds, and experiences that shape who they are, how they act, and what they need. You can't put that all together and assume it's going to fit and be aligned. It's like lottery numbers. The chances of all the correct numbers coming out at the same time are very small, so you get to decide how much value and hope you want to put into thinking or believing it's something other than what it is. Acceptance does not mean that you are pessimistic and can't believe in something. There are always times and places for that. Acceptance is recognition, then allocating resources accordingly for something that you don't have control over, which would be others' reactions, responses, priorities, and perspectives. So protecting your time, energy, and vibration becomes your priority for yourself. Acceptance helps you with that for these situations so that you know how or where to allocate your resources. You must recognize that another's perspective, judgment, and understanding of your response is not your problem. Taking care of yourself is. Letting go of caring about others' judgment is also your responsibility. Trusting yourself and your instincts lets you know what is aligned and what is not. This helps you with making those decisions. You can still find gratitude even if what is around you is not picture perfect and doesn't fit the societal norm. You can be grateful for understanding this information, grateful for lessons learned and applied, grateful to have come out the other side, to have chosen differently for yourself, for the way that you live and the life that you have now despite your paths, your family, or prior circumstances. Gratitude has many forms. You just need to shift your perspective and priorities to see it sometimes. But it's always there to remind you how far you have come and the good that you have in your life despite your choices not following the crowds. Find a way to be thankful for where you are and acknowledge the accomplishments you have made to get there. Often in life, you are looking for the next thing that you never stop and appreciate the present moment and the effort it has taken to get there. Your life is built on all the small battles that you have won and the choices that you have made along the way. You have come further than the past version of you ever thought possible, and you must recognize that and be grateful for your progress. The version you have become wouldn't make the same mistakes as the younger, less experienced versions of you would. You have applied the lessons, raised your vibration, and are able to pause, recognize patterns, red flags, and energy drains, and choose differently. That is a large accomplishment as it gets you to a new level in life where you aren't as easily manipulated. This puts you back in control and allows you to have a voice in what you are creating. What you are creating then becomes your choice and done your way. You just need to remember to check in and see what it is you are doing and if it is leading you in the right direction. That direction is always up to you. It doesn't need to fit a mold or follow the masses. It gets to be your own life, your own choices, your own mark on society. Think about how wonderful that is. Everyone on this planet is bringing something different to the table, making a difference in their own way, affecting those around them, their environment, their community. Life is an opportunity to make a difference, to create something not seen before, to experience more than those that came before. One person can make a difference. It can be small or large, but it creates a ripple effect and expands out from there. Think about your technology. It came from one person having an idea and then finding a way to get it to the masses. It's the same with any invention, like the car, computers, ovens, washing machines, etc. These all started with one person who saw a need and made a difference. Some have made a difference with their words or support. Think of those who have created peace, who have lent ideas, a shoulder, a new way of thinking. The therapists, teachers, mentors who have helped others find themselves, their voices, their gifts, and allowed them to shine and be seen. All of this comes back to the individual. You make a difference just being you and bringing whatever it is you were meant to share out into the world. That is going to look different for everyone, but it will make a difference, it will affect others, and will open new doors, provide support, a new way of thinking, or the nudge someone else might need. You just need to show up as yourself to have these effects happen. This is why sharing and using your gifts is so important. What you provide is unique and will activate and attract those it needs to. Find gratitude for where you are now and how far you have come. Find peace in knowing that you made an impact already and still have an opportunity to continue that just from being you. That's the only person you need to be and what the world needs. It does not need more of the same. It needs to hear all the voices to create harmony and inclusion. You must remember your worth and that you came here for a reason. You experience what you have in order to create the person you are with the wisdom, gifts, and perseverance necessary to help others on their journey just by being you. There are no rules on what you should do with that, as it creates what it's meant to create for who you are and what you are to do next. Don't count yourself out by comparison. There is no comparison. Everyone is here on different journeys with different gifts, just cohabitating on the planet at the same time. There is no better or worse when everything is on its own scale. Don't worry about others, just work on coming out of the dark and sharing your light. Work on loving yourself and recognizing your worth. There isn't anything that you are lacking, as all is as it needs to be for this very moment. Find the joy again. Find what brings you that spark. You don't need to remain small, no matter your age or circumstances. You always have something to offer that the world would be missing without you. You just need to find what that is and empower yourself to share it. This is your time. This is your life. This is what you came here for. Don't let circumstances or others prevent you from living the life that you want to live or doing the things that you were meant to do. You don't owe anyone anything. That time is over. You just being yourself is what you owe the world, so focus on that. Focus on finding your voice and using it. See what it sparks in others. See what it helps grow in yourself. See how it changes the world around you. The time has come for everyone to shine their light. So let's come together and see how bright we can make the world. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.